Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKodash, the blood of the elders and the apostles of great millstone and rule well. Salutation to Yaki and pushing his truth and sincerity to the four corners of the earth, to the few aquat will listen and learning, being obedient to the husband. The brother Howard from the GMS, prophetic vibration camp, back on our century spirit and power, Yahushai. At this video here, as you see the caption of the video, a homeless woman going viral for her beauty, and that's the thing, the world, go watch at a woman beauty, you understand, and find, hey, she too cute or she too beautiful to be out in the streets, you understand. She just supposed to be homeless and blah blah blah. How these women is keep on going, and even these men too go on, keep on going on and blah blah in the mouth about something. But we the men of the Lord, we understand. You understand? We understand fully what is coming. We understand fully. It have nothing about beauty. It have nothing about your size. It have nothing about how young he is, how old he is. We know what is coming. You understand? We in the vision are far off to know that there's some serious times we are heading into. Furthermore, I'm going to a precept to start with. This is the book of 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1, and it reads, said, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." And that we're heading into perilous times. A lot of homeless people. My name is ATM Reed from Autonomy. Yeah, Salak. A lot of homeless, a lot of people lost in, as we see in Trinidad here. I've said they had the clip where it had basically Jakes having, their little sheds, they're selling their little clothes and selling their little slippers and shoes, and the government come and knock down everything. Even that Jakes living in basically that part of Shoguners, that place in Trinidad named Shoguners, where a lot of the vendors who selling clothes and slippers and whatever it is, it's Jakes. Most of them is Jakes, and the government does come, and basically knock down everything with all their things and all their clothes, their slippers. They just grab what they could grab up, but I think it's a barcode, whatever it is, to bring, after that knock down everything from our side. And what that show is, hey, more and more hell is coming. Perilous time is coming to the earth because the wicked, is coming down with great wrath in a short time. And one of his main thing is basically unrighteous decrees. Unrighteous decrees is basically having the people under that, basically have them uncomfortable, because everybody was once comfortable in Babylon, and they're gonna reach a time where it's civil unrest, where everybody cannot be resting comfortable because they're studying where the next plate of food or where the next meal coming from, or where the next paycheck coming from, because a lot of people lost their jobs, so a lot of robberies taking place. Just recently, some northern kingdoms for the landlord, which is an Elamite. They end up kidnapping the Elamite, and the Coast Guard intercept a boat going across to Venezuela with that same Elamite. She was the owner of the building, owner of the rental apartment building. So it have more and more taking place right now upon the face of the earth, where a lot of these women go and feel it. A lot of these men also, as we see, wars going on right now, in the Middle East with Iran and Babylon and Israel, with Russia and Ukraine. So right now we on that hot seat. We're in a hot seat where we ought to be always on that spirit of high alert, seeing what taking place. Even you sisters, your aquats who listen and learning, first time viewers also, take heed. You understand? Take heed, because we headed into some serious time. We headed some times the earth haven't seen before. You understand? As I read in the book of 2 Timothy 3 and 1, perilous times gonna come in these last days. when they go into Ezekiel 7 and say an end is come, an end is come. You understand? So basically, we at the end, because when they go into the book of Matthew chapter 24, it speaks about basically everything. You understand? But this video here, you know, I had this save a little while since last week, or even I think no, beginning of this week, Salakia, where when I see this video, I was like, hey, video food, you know, I'm gonna fire up something on this, and you know, throughout the week it didn't really come to me to fire upon it until I find another video with a Edomite woman, you understand, Shidamite, you know, she crying now, she fed up, you know, paying bills, and she working for this gas money, and so it's like, you know, a cry is going out. You understand? These Edomites crying, you understand, and even 2/3 of our people, Jakes, who, you know, trust in Egypt, they are also crying. But this accord, so basically in knowing, you're supposed to be rejoicing. You're supposed to be rejoicing, as Apostle Raka was basically breaking it down, to put yourself in the right mindset, to put yourself, you know, preparing yourself for man of the Lord, making sure you're fit, making sure you add to the table basically. You know, you're coming, you're wearing your own apparel, you're eating your own bread, you understand? And you're being humble, you understand? You know how to shut the fuck up, basically. Straightforward, you understand? So I want to play the clip here, and this is just the beginning of sorrows. This is just the beginning of sorrows. I have more and more and more and more like this is going to be happening. But the hundreds of thousands going to be happening to these women around the world, as what happening to this sister right here. You know, this Israelite sister here. But hey, this could also be her judgment, because the Lord will look at beauty, the Lord will look at the spirit. As it says in the book of Revelation 22 and verse 11, it says, he that is unjust still, let him be unjust still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. So hey, this could be a judgment, or this could be a part where, you know, she going through the fire and can get saved at the end through a man of the Lord. Because you never know. This is the Lord's movie. This is not our movie. We just praying to be a part of the Lord's movie. Alright, son. Okay. Alright. Yes, a lot about that. Came inside. Yeah, small one. Just slip. What? Hey. So continuing. I want to play the clip, and I think I have the next clip also. So let's bear with me, Salak.
What is it?
Ava.
Ava, nice to meet you. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good.
My name is ATM Reed from All Time Media. What's your name?
Ava.
What is it?
Ava.
Ava, nice to meet you, Ava.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Where you from?
Atlanta City.
Oh, you from out here?
Yeah.
We in the AC right now, you know, by the beaches. You know what's up. Tell me about yourself, Ava. How was your upbringing? How was growing up for Ava?
Well, I grew up I was born in the Dominican Republic.
Dior.
I came here when I was 6.
Alright.
I went to military school. I graduated at 16, started dancing at 18. And I started being out here when I was 21.
Okay. Alright. You know, do you got somewhere to lay your head?
Huh?
Do you have somewhere to lay your head? A place to call home?
I mean, not a place to call home, but I got somewhere that I always make sure that somewhere I can,
To go, yeah. But I wish you the best. You're still young. You can still make a full 360, Ava. Do you battle any mental health, depression, anything?
Yeah.
Trauma, PTSD?
Well, of course, PTSD, you know, from the rape incident, whatever.
Yeah.
That was about, like, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And also, I have a daughter, by the way, she's 4.
Okay.
I was with my daughter's father for about 4 years.
Okay.
And unfortunately, he got shot a week before my daughter's first birthday.
Oh, man.
And
I really, when they really take on Eva look like she on some kind of drug. You understand? Eva look like she on some kind of drug. You understand? Because hey, when they really think about it, for the Israelites, for Jake, hey, Jake is depressed. Jake is strongly depressed in this world that the so-called white man is ruling, as I read it in the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. It say that the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. You understand? So if the wicked basically in rulership, you understand, the people going on moon. The wicked is in authority, people going to moon. You understand? So that's why we seeking for a righteous kingdom to come, where the earth and the people shall rejoice. You understand? So if I was actually breaking down, hey, she homeless, she have a zone where she could go and rest she had, and it just so for now. When all hell started to break loose, like the movie Civil War, as I get it breakdown, something I think 40 acres, but it's gonna take in that movie also. You understand? Hey, there's certain places here that can't go. You cannot cross because you're going to get deleted. You understand? And Esau Edom, the government, they're going to be programmed to target the Israelites, to target the Jakes, and put them in these concentration camps because, hey, you understand? Martial law is going to come. Jacob's trouble is coming to basically a doorstep. You understand? And one of the main prophecy is what? The MOTB. You understand? Which is Revelation 13 and 16. You're gonna cause all to take that mark. He caused it all to take that mark. You understand? But we know that the Lord gonna keep the men of the Lord, as it says in the book of Revelation 3 and 10, because this is the men who hold the patience and the testimony of Yahweh Shai. They went through the suffering, they went through the temptations, they went through the trials, but they was focused on their mission, the prize, that treasure. You understand? They sell everything and they buy that piece of land. You understand? Because this is what we all about. Seeking Yahweh Shai while he is near. Right? While we can while we could find him. And we find him in these last days when they go out in the highways and byways, on the hedges, the corners. You're seeing these men with this sackcloth on, with the fringe, with the blue lining. That actually is the men of the Lord. This is the mouthpiece of the Lord, as it says in the book of Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom cry without, she utter her voice in the streets. So this is where the prophets going to be. The Lord going to send his prophets early to go and prophesy before the destruction come. How beautiful is the feet of the men that sigh and cry. You understand? This is the men who wouldn't go out on the highways and byways and prophesy the downfall of this queendom, where the wicked is actually ruling and the people is mourning. So you're gonna see more and more and more homeless women, more and more homeless men, and what the Edomites or what the heathen gonna do, he gonna grab them up, same way in Trinidad, and cast them in concentration camp. And even in the hospital, if you don't have a sibling or somebody who could, check upon you, your body parts might be also for donation. I won't go down too much into it, but brothers understand where I'm coming from. It might go to one of these elites or one of these millionaires in the Edomite section. You understand? These heathens, or one of these other heathen nations. You understand? Because we know we're superior in everything we do. You understand? In body, in health, in every other thing, Jake on top. But right now the Lord set us to a low estate. You understand? The Lord bring us down low. You understand? It was a great, and we basically been a noble vine, and we become a degenerate plant. So I wanna bring out a precept here in the book of 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse. I'll start at verse 31, and it read, it say, I feel I'm gonna go up a little bit. Right, I'll start from verse 3 in the book of 2 Ezra 16 and verse 3. It says, sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, And what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he may quench it? And that is it. As the Lord will bring in all these plagues, this destruction, the devil, which is Esau, Edom, the physical counterpart of Satan, all of these wicked people, these other nations also, and even these plagues, everything, the missiles, all these things the Lord has created for a purpose. You understand? Same way as how Russia say, hey, these nuclear weapons was created to use. It's the same way the Lord created these weapons and put in these Edomites, these devils' mind to harden their heart to actually use them to destroy Babylon. You understand? So jumping down, so you're understanding these plagues is taking place because why? When you go into 2 Ezra 15 and verse 5, it say, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And that is it. You understand? It reached its bound, it reached its limit, where the Lord is about to bring these plagues, pestilence, sword, and destruction. The Lord ain't going to spare these two-thirds of his people. The Lord going to destroy them, and not even these heathen nations also. So if Esau, Edom feel that he pardoned, he had to think twice, because the Lord people also he going to bring judgment upon. So going back into the woman, the Israelite woman who had been homeless, they say she's beautiful and stuff, but she ain't bad looking, but you don't understand there's something wrong with her. You seen that she has sprays on, she on some kind of drug or some kind of, some kind of thing that has she kind of moving jiggery, like uneasy, like she moving like, like when you're on the white, or when you're on cocaine, you move a certain type of way, like you're scratching, you can't stay in one place, and this is really how she moving. So going on into 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 31, it says, even so in these days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And that is it. As I mentioned earlier on martial law, and even we're going on in Babylon with eyes, where they're grabbing up the Israelites, because basically they're targeting the Israelites only, and casting them into these prison houses, these concentration camps, and the family really hearing from them nothing like that. They just have them instead of I think it had one of the officers end up sleeping with one of the women from, I think it's from one of these Northern Kingdom women, to see her daughter. You understand? Using freedom, and she had to pass that body. And that will, and more this is gonna be taking place. You understand? Because the devil come down with great rod, known them to have a short time. So you understand that when they search your house, they gonna search it, and they ain't gonna show pity upon not even go gaga, not even a little baby. They gonna bring judgment. Whoever and all to gonna enter for lack of bread. It could be Jakes, it could be whoever it is. They're going to come and they're going to use that weapon, that sword, which is the gun. They're going to put it to work, because they know that, hey, they're self-frightened. So they're looking to get rid of any opposition or any opponent or anyone trying to defend themselves in that time, because basically the law going to be in their own hands. You understand? The power basically going to be in their own hands. So verse 32 it says, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall go full of thorns, because of no man shall travail therethrough. And I like the movie I Am Legend. When you see he was walking through and that deer walk out, you see grass all over the malls, all over the buildings. You understand? The place that's desolate and hardly even have a person in the street. Even Will Smith had to talk to a mannequin. You understand? He had to talk to a mannequin because you realizing, like, it had nobody. In the whole tongue, it had nobody. You understand? We could have talked to because everybody basically turned that zombie, everybody evacuate, and that gonna be taking place. Cities and towns gonna be evacuated because they're gonna be targeted to be bombed up, to be blown up, right? So going down into verse 33, the point here basically, it say, the virgin shall mourn having no bridegroom, the woman shall mourn having no husband, their daughter shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and the husband shall perish of famine. And that we heading into, as you see the pilot where landing in Iran, how they circle him. Just imagine how we're going to be around the world when World War III really take place in a different level. Well, it isn't happening right now, but I'm talking about on a total different level where all the nations looking to head down to the Valley of Josaphat, where missiles and on a daily basis basically is thousands of missiles being shot at Babylon or at Israel, and Babylon shooting back at whoever it is. And actually a lot of casualty, a lot of death is going to be taking place, a lot of judgment. So a lot of people are going to be going up in the spiritual realm in them timing, because the Lord not going to show pity upon no one who basically continuing in the wickedness, who being wicked and being a law covenant, a lawbreaker. The Lord is dealing with the ones them who turn back, who repent, who seeking first the kingdom of heaven. The Lord shall show mercy upon them. So you understand that this is what's gonna take place. These women gonna cry for a lack of bread, cry for the husband. They're gonna be mourning, and a woman in perilous times, in dread times, she gonna be like a headless chicken. You understand? Crying most of the time, being emotional. That's why a man of the Lord gonna be, this man of the Lord who keeping the stability in that time. As it said, was the Muslim. No, that was the Muslim one. Let me see if I get it. Isaiah 33:6. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. When they go into Isaiah 32:2, it says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as river of water in a dry place, as the widow of a great rock in a weary land. So that is it. So a man wouldn't be. He wouldn't be precious. He wouldn't be. It's like the movie book of Eli. You understand? A woman wouldn't see a man and see that, hey, all I see is protection. I see, someone to basically lead. And a woman is always seek a man who does lead. And the man of the Lord is leaders. And understanding that our power going to be directing us. So if we be directed by Yahweh Hashem Shai and our footstep as we go forward, is obviously we're going to be, walking in righteousness, walking into the kingdom of heaven, or the Lord dealing with us and raising up that standard, and spiritual intervention All these things the women go and click off it and cleave on time and I know because they realize now he power is dealing with them. You know, in this time where everybody had fainted in your affliction, this man, Lord, is dealing with them. So, but I serve this man with my best ability so I can make it out because this is the only way I see out. I see fit. You understand? And this is going to be the mindset of these women in these last days we are heading into. So I think I have another clip here. Let's be out, man. There is a lot about that trying to get a video with the Elamite woman crying out, but I feel like I gotta edit it, you know. Just play the link in the description box. Basically, it's on TikTok, where she crying out and say that the money which she working for basically is just to pay, you know, rent and basically to put gas. So hey, crying out. So there's a lot of people feeling it right now, and there's more and more hell to basically break loose. Farming, the sword, you know, death and destruction. More and more is basically going to be coming down on these last days. Because why? A lot of people, they don't want to seek the old part. They want to continue in their wickedness because the deeds were evil. So more and more judgment, more and more women, more and more men going to be coming out and making videos where they will be begging because, hey, a lot of them right now down on my side, they're asking for a little change to buy this, to buy that. You understand? So it's going to be more and more dreadful. You understand? With the ones that don't have. The ones them who have, they're going to move no more for a certain point of time until it almost run out. So that time we're heading into some serious times. Plagues, pestilence, famine, you know. A lot of people going to feel the shitty end of the stick because they didn't believe. They mock, they scoff, they continue in wickedness. They didn't really forgive them. So, hey, when I see these judgments rain forth, just know how Hashem shall bring judgment upon the wicked. He not having mercy upon the wicked, but keep on bringing judgment. You understand? So, I'm going to get this precept to close with here. 42. This is the book of Jeremiah 42 and verse 21. It says, and now I have this day declared it to you, but ye have not obeyed the voice of the Lord. It say, sure, it say your power. I'm read it back. This is the book of Jeremiah 42 verse 21. And now I have this day declared it to you, but ye have not obeyed the voice of the Lord your power, no against no anything, Salakia, no anything for the which he had sent you. Yeah, it say no anything for the such he had sent me unto you. Now therefore know certainly that ye shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence in the place where ye desire to go and to sojourn. So that is it. The Lord gonna have mercy upon who he have mercy upon, and I don't want to bring judgment upon this place. That is it. So the Lord's gonna bring some serious uproars, martial law. All hell is breaking loose. Is the Lord's move to bring righteousness back again in the land. He making moves and cutting away. The Lord making moves and cutting off the wicked. You understand? From basically thinking that they're gonna continue, and all who being wicked unto them join with them. As 2/3 of people join with the wickedness of Esau, them they're gonna die in their wickedness. So with that, hope this video is edifying to the spirit and power of watching me shy to the new listeners and learners. take down your notes, apply the scriptures, read, and you will get a lot of understanding through the Spirit and power. Yabashim Yoshai. So with that, I want to say all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, the blood of the elders and the apostles of Raymond Stone and rule well. Salvation to Yakim, pushing and shooting, inside 34.38 to the few walk until the land, learning, be and tell us one. But I have again say, Shalom to be like.